Hey guys, welcome back to Faith and Farm. Well, things have been a little crazy here. Not so much, a little bit on the farm too. Here in California, we've been getting a lot of rain and so it's mud season here. But other than that, there's been some crazy stuff going on health-wise, and yeah, so I figured today I would go ahead and bring you guys in on what's going on here at the farm, kind of give you an update, and also let you guys know what's going on health-wise. So anyways, guys, come with me as we walk around and look at the big mud holes all over our farm and what's going on with our piggies. All right, guys, we'll start off with the big pigs. Well, Miss Paprika is pregnant. She's been pregnant. Her due date is, I believe, in the middle towards the end of February. But she is definitely playing the whole I'm pregnant thing with us and laying down a lot, and she's getting bigger and all that. And plus she hasn't came into heat, so we know that she was pregnant. So she was AI'd with some sperm from Shimpleys, a really nice show pig there, named Box Out. So we originally got actually that semen for Penelope, but we were, Papa, will you leave her alone? She's trying to rest. Good Lord. But we originally got that semen for Penelope, but we could not figure out when Penelope was coming into heat. So we went ahead and made the decision to throw her in instead of wasting money on more semen. I mean, we gave her shots of stuff that was supposed to kick her into heat, and I could never tell if she was in heat, and she wouldn't come in standing heat for me. So we went ahead and made the decision to go ahead and throw her out with Papa. And there's Penelope over there in the back. Papa? So we went ahead and put her out here with Papa. Yes, that is her dad. No, it isn't inbreeding. We are going to keep a very good eye on the piglet she has, and a lot of people do this. It's not inbreeding, they call it line breeding in the livestock realm. And they say that some people say that it's not inbreeding until you have problems. But that we're not going to make this a permanent situation with her. I'm hoping that since she will, I believe she's pregnant now because we did see Papa do his thing with her. So we are going to keep an eye on her. I've got her date down. She didn't come back into heat this last week, so that's telling me that she is pregnant, hopefully. So Penelope will finally be having her first babies here in a few months. So and then Sierra. So Sierra's doing good. We got her in with Papa also. I haven't seen her get bred yet. Doesn't mean that it wasn't done. I wasn't here for a couple of weeks. So it could have happened during that time. I don't have her heat cycle in the calendar yet because I haven't been able to really pay attention much on that. So hopefully she's bred and ready to go, huh, Miss Sierra? So that's what's going on with the big pigs. Okay, now we're going to look at the The little ones here are little show pigs. The ones that we have here, we actually have 3 more piglets that we went and bought, but they are not here. They're actually being kept at another property for right now until I can get things prepared for them to come over. So it's nice having good friends. So Miss Jeannie here. Miss Jeannie's doing good. She is actually getting ready to go to her first jackpot. Her, Dixie, and good Lord, Ollie are going to be going to their first jackpots this weekend here in California, and we're excited about it. They're looking pretty good with the whole aspect of having mud here. But Jeannie, quit being such a boss. Poor Dixie. Hey, stop it. And then Adeline here. Adeline, that's not your food. Sorry, guys. There you go, sweetie. That's not your food. You already ate yours, you little hot piggy. Nope. All right, so no Adeline. Hold on, guys. All right, so I had to chase Adeline off of them. She's done eating hers. That's her bowl way over there. No Adeline. So Adeline's doing really good compared to what she looked like back a few weeks ago or a month ago. Adeline. Yeah. But yeah, she's doing really, really well. She's filled out quite a bit compared to Adeline. Hey, fun. So she's filled out quite a bit compared to what she looked like when we first got her. She's looking really nice. She's actually on the blend that I'm blending for all my breeders. That's why I'm not letting her eat the food that Jeannie and Ollie and Daisy are eating, because they're actually eating some show food that I don't want her eating too much of. But yeah, she's looking really good. Hopefully here this summer. Adeline. All right, I think they've ate enough to where I'm not gonna worry about it. We'll just let them fight it out. Dixie can hold her own. So where was I? Okay, so yeah, Adeline's doing really good. Same with Sierra. They've gained quite a bit of weight. Hi, honey. They're filling out really nice. So this summer, we're going to go ahead and breed her and Jeannie we're probably going to AI them. Hopefully we'll have better luck with seeing them come into heat and knowing their dates and all that. I think Penelope was just kind of a fluke. Jeannie actually is pretty easy to know if she's in heat or not. She shows it really well. And then, and I think I've seen Adeline come into heat, but closer we get, the more I'll kind of get on them in the calendar and know exactly when they're going to come in heat so that we could AI them when needed. So, and then with Ollie and with Dixie, the two right here up front, they are going to be bred probably late this summer. We're going to want them for a couple of our fairs next year too. So we're going to get them bred and get them probably AI'd also. Well, no, I take that back. You know what? Let me rewind here. So one of the pigs that we just bought, one of the piglets that we just bought, hi guys, is a boar. It's a really nice blue butt boar. So a blue butt, if you don't know, is what Jeannie and what Adeline is. They are a cross between the different breeds that bring out kind of that bluish tint on their butts, hence blue butt. So we're gonna get both of them hopefully with that with that boar, if that boar is old enough to do the job. So anyways, we're excited about this year coming up. Alrighty, so our growouts. Our growouts are coming along nice. These two bigger ones here, that one and that one, they are going to the butcher coming up here this month on the, I want to say the 8th or something like that. I'll have to double check, but yeah, so they're going to be going to the butcher. These other 4 are also going to be going to the butcher here pretty, let's see, in May, I believe. So April or May. No, April. I'm sorry, April. So they're going to be going to the butcher then. We actually were kind of contemplating on, I'll show you right here. So this one right here that's closest to us, we were actually looking at maybe keeping her as a breeder, but I've got enough breeders. I don't need any more. So, but she actually has a really nice frame. She's not real big boned like I would rather her be, but as of the way her conformation is, she's really square, got really wide body, which is good because you big pig. She just has a really nice frame, especially for like a meat pig style. But so if anybody's, she's not sold yet. If anybody is interested in, you guys, look at that. Hey, your guys' food bowl's on top of your head. So if anybody's interested in her, let me know. I will definitely sell her. If not, then she'll be going to the freezer camp. So that's her right here. That's her butt there. I mean, as you can see, she's really wide, really nice compared to her litter mates. The other small 3 are her litter mates. So if you look at the difference between her and them, she's grown a lot faster and is a lot wider and just better built. So anyways, if anybody's interested, reach out to us, leave a comment, and then I'll get you my email address, or you can just go on Facebook on Faith and Farm and leave me a comment on that and private message me, and I'll get you the info. So anyways, guys, that's what's going on. So as of the farm, like I said, it's a muddy mess right now, and this is actually a few days after it rained. Those guys, if you remember, were inside that paddock there. It's nothing but a big mud heap, slop. Their house is in there. That's where they mainly sleep, but it's dry in where they sleep at. But I just didn't feel comfortable leaving them in that. So I went ahead and opened up their gate and made it to where they can come into this area, which isn't as sloppy. It's a little better drained. And that way they've got some decent ground to walk on. So, and that's why we moved Ollie and Daisy and Adeline and Jeannie in this paddock, because theirs is the same way. I'm gonna have to figure out something for these guys in here, so in the winter time it's a little better kept, but it's just a slop mess too. So yeah, so that's where we're at on this part of the farm. All right, guys, so to the cows aspect. So cows are doing good, growing. I put them out in this junk kind of paddock because I don't know if you remember in the past videos, but it was super tall grass. So they came down here and mowed it all down. So now I got kind of a clean slate to get the tractor in here and start piling up a junk pile and getting rid of it sooner or later. So yeah, so we got that kind of dealt with, but they're coming out pretty nice. The steer here is going to be going to the butcher this month, in February. Actually, him and those 2 bigger pigs, grow-out pigs, were actually supposed to go to the butcher in January. But with the health issues that we were having, I wasn't able to kind of get things ready for the butcher, the mobile butcher guy, to come out and do it. so I had to reschedule. So, but yeah, so he's looking really nice, getting pretty big. I'm interested to see. This is going to be our first Dexter that we put in our freezer, so I'm interested to see how they are. We usually have done in the past. We've done Angus, and Angus on just strictly grass. Hasn't done. I didn't really care for it. I mean, it was good meat, but it was very, very lean. So with the Dexter, we're supposed to get a pretty good fat content when it comes to grass fed Dexters. But we are also giving them some wet cob in the evening to hopefully put a little more fat onto him. That way we've got some really nice beef here this next month when we get it back in our freezer. So that's where we're at with the Dexters. All right, guys, let me talk to you a little bit about, the personal health issues that we've been dealing with. Some of you may not know, but Katie has an enlarged heart and has a pacemaker and such. And so they've been, her cardiologist and all the different doctors have been keeping an eye on her heart. And they recommended her back a few months ago to go see a specialist in Stanford because her heart had been leaking for years. Both of her valves actually were leaking because they were so stretched. So they wanted her to go and get a procedure done where they were able to go in and suture her heart valves closed a little bit, so that way the flap, that's the valve part, will actually close correctly and deal with that issue. So this last month, on the 3rd of January, we went up into Stanford and we had a successful surgery. She was in the ICU for about a week and then in the regular hospital room for about a week. So we had just gotten back this last Friday, a little over a week ago, and got home, and then she started getting an infection and a few other things were happening. So we had to take her to a local hospital here, and right now she's actually in the hospital. She's doing good. They don't think it's anything serious. They just got to get a handle on the infection and then also take care of a few other minor issues. But it's just a matter of, if you deal with anybody with heart issues, they got to kind of balance all the different medicines and stuff to get the heart, working correctly and not having any more issues. So that's what we're doing. We appreciate you guys that did know about this and have been praying. We really thank you for that. I mean, it was well needed. It was definitely quite an adventure, to say the least. So that's why there hasn't been a lot of videos. I actually put out one video while I was sitting in the hospital with her in the ICU. There's really not much to do other than just sit around. So I did put out the last video when I was there, but I wanted to go ahead and give you guys all an update on what's going on with the farm, with all that good stuff. So let me take you over. So the last video was me and Daniel putting oats out in our front part of our property. So let me take you over there and show you guys how that's growing. Okay, guys, so here's that front pasture that Daniel and I had planted with oats. The majority of the green you're seeing out there is the oats coming up, and it's looking really, really good, especially being that this thing hasn't been planted in quite a while. But you can see our rows popping up through here of all the seed that we planted. But yeah, it's going good. I'm excited to see how this does. Or hopefully this June we'll be ready to move the cows over here and get them back in. As of when this will be ready, I'm like I said, I'm guessing June, being that that's usually when it's grown and it's dead and it's ready to be harvested. around May or June. So we'll move the cows out here and just let them free graze it and all that. So that's the outcome so far of us planting this whole field with the oats. All right, so last thing here. So our layers, if you look, we extended our layer area. So we've got a lot of room for them. They've been scratching around out in the grass over there, and kind of made it larger for them to be able to roam around and forage and do different things like that. So I told Katie that now we've got enough room for another 40 chickens. Yeah, she didn't seem to think that that was necessary. So, but yeah, so that's where we're at with our layers. They've been, it's crazy. I don't know if it's maybe the weather. I mean, today's a beautiful day, but lately it's actually been raining and kind of gloomy and stuff like that. But they've been laying a lot more eggs, I've noticed. So I don't know if that's maybe the larger room and all that. I said that this is my last part, but it's not. I'm actually going to take you guys and show you one more thing, and then we'll close this video out. Okay, guys, so while we were dealing with all the stuff down at Stanford and such, we actually hatched some breast chicks. Let me open this one so we can see them a little better. Never mind the black one. That was a egg that got thrown in the incubator. That was not a breast egg, obviously. But yeah, these are all my breasts that I've hatched so far. Well, actually, I've got more inside the house in our other brooder, but these are the larger ones. So the larger ones are my very first hatch. They are, come on guys, move on out. But they are, I'm going to hold on to them for breeding stock. That way I can kind of see which ones look really good and go ahead and pick out the best for the breeders. I can already tell some of them are roosters and some of them are pullets. So here, probably within the next couple weeks, we're gonna separate the pullets from the cockerels and get them out in the chicken tractor. And yeah, let them start eating grass and enjoying being out of this thing. So right now we're just keeping them. We probably would have already gotten them out if it was summertime, out of the heat lamp aspect. But yeah, so it's, you know, it's still kind of chilly out, so I don't want them getting sick or nothing. So that's why I'm leaving them in here for probably another week or two, and then I'll move them out. So yeah, so our breast chicks are doing really well. Also, if you are interested in breast chicks, or even maybe some of the larger grow outs, let me know. We will be selling them too, to make a little extra money on the farm also. So let me know. These have came from a pretty good breeder. Yeah. And plus I'm going to be, hopefully me and Daniel have been talking about it. We're going to go ahead and, you know, start breeding towards the standard of the breasts, and then also showing them in some of the shows that are around our area, just to kind of get some more exposure of them. So all right guys, so that brings us to the end of this video. I just wanted to kind of be an open book to you guys about what's been going on. Like I've said in the past, I try to put out as many videos as possible with the busy life that we all have, which I'm sure you all understand. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update on what's going on around here. Things are going really well. We're looking to be doing some modifications of our barn and adding some show pins for our show pigs. That way we can get them kind of isolated and start working on different feeds with them and such. So anyways, guys, thanks so much for listening to me babble and following us and supporting us. Please continue your prayers for Katie. We're just going to stand in agreement that she's going to have a new heart after this is all said and done, and she's going to feel as good as new. So anyways, guys, again, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, at Faith and Farm. And we just, like I said, we appreciate all the love and all the support. So, all right, guys, catch you all on the flippity flop.